Today's lesson is on exponents. Exponents are basically written like this, with a number and a smaller number above. These numbers actually have names. The large number at the bottom is called the base, and the smaller number at the top is called the exponent. Pause the movie now. Copy down 5 cubed, or 5 to the third power, and identify in your notes that 5 is the base and 3 is the exponent. Very similar to what you see on this slide here. Exponents are repeated multiplication. What I commonly see in 7th grade math is students want to tell me that 5 cubed, or 5 to the third power, is 15, because they think that it's 5 times 3. Please don't make that mistake. Exponents are actually repeated multiplication. 5 times 5 times 5. So in this case, 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. Pause the movie now and copy this definition in this example into your notes. We can also go the other way. Instead of spreading it out and multiplying, we can write numbers using exponents. So in this example, -4 times -4 times -4 times -4, we would write in parentheses -4, and then how many times is this multiplication repeated? 1, 2, 3, 4 times, so that would be -4 to the fourth power. Pause the movie and copy this example into your notes. Then try this one on your own. We'll see how you did. Okay, so now that you have the -4 in your notes, let's look at this next one and see how you wrote it. Hopefully you wrote it as -7. X is repeatedly multiplied 3 times, so that would be x cubed, and then y. So the correct answer should have been -7 x cubed y. Make sure this is the answer you have in your notes. If you don't, make the adjustments and correct it. You are also going to be asked to simplify expressions with exponents. Let's look at this problem below. Copy the problem into your notes and solve it with me as I solve it in this movie. 3 times 4 squared plus 5 times -2 cubed. We know that we follow order of operations, where I taught you that we do parentheses and exponents from left to right, multiplication and division from left to right, and addition and subtraction from left to right. So, let's start with this problem. I, of course, am going to use my upside down triangle and deal with the exponents first. So, this would become 3 times 4 squared, means 4 times 4, which is 16, plus 5. This one, I might just write these out. That way it's easier for me to see. If you can do it quickly in your head, that's fine too. So now I've dealt with all my parentheses or exponents. Even though these are in parentheses, it's just telling us to multiply. Now let's deal with our multiplication and division from left to right. 3 times 16, and then this big chunk of multiplying. 3 times 16 is 48, plus, I'm going to just multiply through first. 5 times 2 is 10, 10 times 2 is 20, 20 times 2 is 40. A positive times a negative is a negative. Negative times a negative is a positive, and then a positive times a negative is a negative. Pause the movie now. Make sure that you have these steps so far copied for your upside down triangle. Then press play to continue. Okay, So 48 plus negative 40. As we recall, if we think about money, I have $48, but I owe 40. I'm going to pay the 40 I owe, which tells me that I still have $8. The answer should be positive 8. Please make sure you have this problem correct in your notes. Now I'd like for you to try these on your own. Number 1, you are going to write the problem and then write it using exponents. Number 2, again, copy this down first, then write it below using exponents. Number 3, copy this problem first and use your upside down triangle to solve. And then number 4, solve that problem. And actually I made a mistake here. I'd like this to be negative 4m squared. Bring these 4 problems to class tomorrow or on the next time you come to class and we will check them. Good luck!